Good morning, Soul Tribe. Today is Wednesday, August the 2nd, and I want to welcome you to our broadcast. And I want to apologize for the noise in the background, but we've had some trees down, and our neighbor is sawing up some trees, so please excuse the noise. We've drawn our first three cards, and I want to begin with those. We've drawn the Lovers. We've drawn the Ten of Swords. And we've drawn the Five of Wands. Now I want to speak to you on a very personal level. Not that I don't speak to you on a personal level every day, but I want to speak to you on a very personal, emotional level. Because Spirit is painting and presenting a picture with these first three cards that I have to honor and I have to address. Through this cycle that we are currently in, where our energy is coming from the lunar cycle to the sun, I want you to notice in this card, there is a sun and a moon, okay? The cycle, the lunar cycle that is ending, is bringing in the power of the sun. Now, I'm going to say it exactly as Spirit is telling me to say it. And forgive my verbology, but I'm just going to put it out there. Through this power and this energy and this transition, I want you to notice right here above these two little crows, there is a snake. This is taking the energy of a very toxic environment, a very toxic energy, and transforming it. In history, there are people who deal with snakes on a very personal level. And after multiple snake bites, their body actually develops an immunity to the venom. They become immune to the snake bite. What Spirit is showing me and what Spirit is telling me is that through the power of the Lovers, our hearts are transmuting and changing the energy of our environments, from our histories, from our childhoods, from our relationships, from our jobs, from our personal environments, and we're changing that toxic energy into positive energy. We're looking back and we're seeing how there were aspects of those energies which changed us and made us stronger. And through the power of illumination, the energy of the sun, we're coming in to that cleansing energy, that fiery energy, the energy of Leo. And we are coming into a state of balance and awareness where we can look at it and it doesn't hurt us anymore. It doesn't affect us anymore. We're able to let it go and we're able to move on. I want to point something out to you. There are two solitary crows, but there are two crows that are flying away. Through this power of transformation, Soul Tribe, many, many relationships are going to leave us. People are going to leave us. Situations are going to leave us. Energies are going to leave us. That has to happen. In order for us to come into a state of balance, these things have to end. And that is the message that Spirit is giving me. That through the power of this transformation and change, we are coming into alignment. We are coming into a state of awareness and balance that we've never experienced before. And it's very frightening, it's very scary, and it's very tiring and trying. But Spirit is showing me that through the power of transformation, this is actually the energy of healing. We don't need to fear the snake. We need to embrace it. Now, the Ten of Swords is acknowledging that journey. It's acknowledging what we've left behind. It's acknowledging the wounds that we carry emotionally, the fatigue that we carry mentally, and the scars that our heart carries. These are real energies that we need to honor and address and understand. In order for us to move on, we need to address this and release it and let it go. It was a reality, but I want to stress the word was a reality. It is not the reality, because in the Five of Wands, we're in the process of rearranging energy. But I want to point something out to you that Spirit just showed me. Every single journey in this card, I want you to notice something. Every single wand in this card is a different color. We need to honor our personal journeys, because every crow is holding a different wand. Every crow has a different story to tell about this. And we need to honor those journeys. We need to honor those stories. And we need to acknowledge that this Ten of Swords actually happened. But Spirit is saying the energies are being shifted. They're being moved around. They're being changed. Our environments are being readjusted. Our emotional states are being readjusted. Our spiritual states are being readjusted. That is what this card is speaking about. Spirit is bringing in the energy of harmony and balance into this card so that this no longer hurts us. All of the retrieval that we're doing in this Five of Wands is about leaving this behind. So, in the process of readjusting and rearranging, these two cards are linked. Balance and harmony. Readjusting the energy, so that we can have balance and harmony. So these three cards are telling us and explaining to us that what is going on is necessary for our growth. And we just need to sit with it and allow it to happen. But let's move on to the Shadowscapes Tarot and see where we're going and where our Five of Wands is taking us. And Spirit is saying, shuffle, just shuffle. So that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. And I hope I'm speaking up for you guys. I'm trying to. The Five of Wands is actually a very sweet card. It's just saying that the work is being done on our behalf and that we don't need to worry. This is the past. This is the past. And, you know, in the process of readjusting with the Five of Wands, we're going to run into this. We're going to remember this. We're going to acknowledge this. But we're not tied to the Ten of Swords anymore. Thank the gods. We're not tied to the Ten of Swords anymore. All right, Soul Tribe, we're there. Spirit is saying 7. Wow. Now that makes sense. Spirit is saying 11. Perfect sense. And Spirit is saying 13. this is powerful. It just doesn't get any clearer than this, Soul Tribe. Crossing the lovers is justice. And you can see how Spirit is explaining to us about the balance of the Five of Wands, and how the Ten of Swords, the energy of the Ten of Swords, is leaving us. Because justice is coming in to bring harmony and to free us from the Ten of Swords. It's coming in to bring harmony and balance to us, heal our hearts, and readjust energies that we could not do on our own. And in the Five of Wands, Spirit is saying in the Justice card, the work is being done within you, around you, and all about you. Because this card is a very personal card. It's about us seeking the justice and the energies and the freedom from the Ten of Swords. Now, there is the energy right here of fire. The energy of fire is coming in to bring that balance and cleanse away the power and the energy of the Ten of Swords. But right here, I want you to notice something. There are butterflies that are flying free. This is us, Soul Tribe. We have been liberated from the Ten of Swords, and we have been transformed and changed by the power of justice. Now, I want to show you something. Right here in her hand is a scale. Our hearts are being healed and weighed on that divine scale. Balance is coming in. Energy, power is flowing in through justice to bring us into a state of healing. And our hermit is telling us, be still. Be still while it happens. Be still while it takes place. Wait. Don't be in a hurry. The universe is working on your behalf in the Five of Wands. Justice is achieving the energy and balance that you need to help you move forward. And your hermit is holding the lamp of illumination. He's showing us the way forward. But in this card, we're not ready to move just yet, because he's standing on a portal, and that door hasn't opened just yet. But it is opening, because if you notice, there's nothing in that circle. It's empty. So the energy has not flowed through that circle. But notice this. Right behind his head is the full moon. So we're coming out of that cycle, getting ready to move through that doorway, and he's going to show us how. He's going to show us how. Now, I'm really going to blow your mind, and this is extremely powerful. We have the lovers with balance. We're leaving behind the energy of the Ten of Swords. The power and the energy is being rearranged in the Five of Wands. Justice is bringing balance and harmony. The hermit is telling us to sit still while the universe brings judgment. Judgment, the balance of justice. Okay? We don't have to judge this process. We just have to release it. We have to let go of it. We have to be willing to move past it. We have to understand and realize that the Ten of Swords happened, but the universe, through the power of the Five of Wands, is bringing the balance of judgment. We're not being judged. The energy is being judged. And it's being judged by the universe. And all this harmony and all this energy is flowing into judgment. And right here is our butterflies again, being transformed in the power of justice. These are the same butterflies. This is us, soul tribe, flowing with the energy of judgment. We understand and we realize we've left the Ten of Swords behind. We judged the process. We took what we could. We retrieved what we could. And we moved on. We moved on. And now we're going to go on with the Gilded Tarot and see where we're going, where judgment is taking us. And this is a very powerful energy of transformation that's happening, but it does not surprise me that it's happening. The Spirit is saying 7. So that's 2. And that's 3. And that's 4. And that's 5. And this is 6. And this is 7. Okay, give me a minute, Soul Tribe. Well, that was fast. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I barely got the words out of my mouth, and Spirit said 9. Powerful. Spirit is saying 3. Wow. And 5. Wow. Okay. So our Knight of Cups, which is us, we're on our chariot. He's holding the Ace of Cups in his hand. His horse is rearing. We're ready to go. We're ready to get out of the process of justice, the hermit, and judgment. We're ready to move on. And the universe is telling us that we are. The universe is telling us you're moving. Now, I want to point something out to you. There is a very powerful energy in this card. Behind that horse is a sunrise. That's not a sunset. That's a sunrise. The energy of the sun in our first card, the Lovers, is showing us that the sun is coming into this card. It's coming into this card and we're moving toward it. Holding the Ace of Cups, our Empress from day before yesterday is bringing us into the power of the sun. The power of fire and of Leo is transforming the Ten of Swords through justice. While we wait in the Hermit, the universe is judging that energy and we are moving on. Now, this is a very important message that I want to relay to you. Spirit is telling me you don't need to judge the process. We are judging the process. You need to let go and allow us to bring that balance and harmony. You don't need to be fighting for balance and harmony. You need to be in the process of retrieval, energy retrieval. And in the process of the Hermit, that is exactly what you're doing. You're waiting, but you're healing while you're waiting. And you're getting ready to get on your horse and move on. And you are going to the Four of Pentacles. That is where you are headed. That is where we are headed. We are holding our treasure. And I want you to notice something. The lunar cycle is waning. The moon is getting ready to wane. That moon is becoming darker and darker and darker. We're coming into the power and the energy of the Four of Pentacles. Right there is our affirmation. And our Queen of Pentacles, she's bringing it, Soul Tribe. She's bringing it forward. She's bringing the Ace of Pentacles. She's holding it in her hand. And the Ace of Pentacles is what is filling the Ace of Cups in our hand, right there. She's bringing that power in. She's bringing that energy in. While the universe is doing this work, while we're in stasis mode, in the Hermit, and the universe is doing this work on our behalf, we're headed through the Knight of Cups into the Four of Pentacles with the power of the Queen of Pentacles. She's the magician, bringing in the power. And I noticed something right here that I never noticed before. All right? Now I want you to think about this. The Four of Pentacles, right here. Look on the column behind her. Four Pentacles, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's affirming the Four of Pentacles, right there. Spirit just showed me that. Take a look. Four of Pentacles. On the column beside her, Four of Pentacles. That's our message. We're headed toward it, Soul Tribe. So, let's go with the Divine Tarot. Let me readjust for a second. See where we're headed. See where we're going. Well, we know where we're going. We're going to the sun. We're going to the star. We're going to the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Spirit is saying 6. So we're going to go with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now that's interesting. Spirit is giving me 11 again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Spirit is telling me 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Wow. And Spirit is saying 19. Woo! That's a high number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now I know why. The King of Wands is coming in to assist our Queen with the Ace of Wands. He has the power and the energy of the magician. He's bringing in the fire of Leo. He's bringing in the power of the sun. She has a job to do. He has a job to do. But these energies are flowing through the power and the energy of our very first card. And Spirit just told me, this right here and this right here, these are the lovers. These are the lovers. Female, male, above, below. within, without. The power of balance being achieved. Her energy, his energy, together, working together to achieve the harmony and the balance that is coming in. Now, if that's not enough to convince you, the Two of Cups affirms it. The Two of Cups affirms this dual energy of the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. This is an energy of harmony and of balance. And there is a rainbow flowing from one cup to the other. There is energy flowing. His energy is flowing. Her energy is flowing and filling both cups. And they are working simultaneously together to achieve this right here. She's bringing in the Ace of Pentacles, and he's funding the power for her to do it. So, here we go, Soul Tribe. Justice came back to speak about the balance and the energy and the harmony. And I'm not going to spend a great deal of time on this card because I think I've thoroughly explained it. But this is the energy of the lovers working through justice right here, so that both inner and outer is balanced. And while we sit in the power of the Hermit, this is being achieved. We don't have to do anything. We just have to believe and understand that this is where we're going. This is where we're headed, Soul Tribe. Now, I'm going to go with the Sacred Circle Tarot because I can't wait to see where we're headed. So Spirit is saying 7 again, 2, 3. 7 seems to be the magic number today. 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, let's see where we are, what Spirit wants me to do. 3. Wow. 9. 'Wow. That makes sense. And 12. Woo! That's not what I was expecting, but it makes sense. Our Page of Pentacles is coming to tell us that we're headed to the 4 of Pentacles. And his power and his energy is bringing in the Ace of Pentacles, which our Queen is holding. He is her messenger, telling us that we're moving on, we're moving forward, because right there is the rising sun, right behind him. And we're resting in the power and the energy of the Hermit while we wait for this to come forward. Now, our Page of Cups is bringing in the power and the energy of our Two of Cups. He's speaking about the balance and the energy of the Two of Cups. He's speaking about us being reflective, about us resting in the power and the energy of the Hermit while our hearts are being healed. He's giving us the message, it's okay to wait. It's okay to be still. It's okay to understand what happened. There is the power and the energy and reflection. There is the power of introspection. There's the power of healing. And justice is righting the wrongs of the Nine of Swords. Bringing in the power and the energy of the Ace of Swords, that wall's coming down. That wall that has been blocking us is coming down. Coming down. And our Queen is tearing it down. Moving us forward. This, we don't need to be worried about. This wall is being torn down. We're moving forward. We're moving on. Now, let's go to the Druids and see what our magical Druids have to say about where we're going. Spirit is saying 3. So there's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Spirit is saying 7, which seems to be the magic number. I keep getting 7. Let me make sure. Yep, it's 7. And I would like to know if anybody knows the significance of the number 7. It's magic, it's power. Spirit is saying 15. Here we go. And we are wow. We are there. 6. Oh my goodness. Okay. The 4 of Cups speaks about introspection and loss. It speaks about the cups that we left behind in the 10 of Swords. But it also reminds us that the Ace of Cups is coming. It's right there in front of us. We need to stop focusing on what was taken, what was lost, what was removed, and focus on what is, which is the Ace of Cups. We need to sit in the power of the Hermit in reflection and realize we're not bound to what was. We are coming into the power of the Ace of Cups because our Knight of Cups tells us that we are. He's holding that Ace of Cups and he's showing us it's right there. Now, the 3 of Swords is a very, very, very powerful card. The cycle of 3 ending. 3 swords pointing to 3 pentacles. And notice something, Soul Tribe. Those swords are sitting on a stone heart. We need to not be stoic. We need to not be angry. We need to not be resentful of what the 10 of Swords was about. The 3 of Swords is a warning. The cycle is over. Let it go. Let it go and move on, because death is ending it. Death is ending it. She's holding the divine sickle. She's showing us the skull of what was. We have been transformed. We have been changed. And our Ace of Cups is right there. Right there. Okay? And there's a little crow flying free, headed toward the horizon. And I want to point something out to you. In the corner by her shoulder is the same snake in the lovers. Transformation and change. We're being reborn. We're being reborn. Now, I want to show you something. Remember that I spoke about the sunrise. Right there it is. There's the power of the sun coming in to the death card. And this is ending, Soul Tribe. This is ending. I just noticed something. Right here, there is a face behind her watching. Do you see it? Right there on the wall, there's a face. Right there. Right there. That is the universe. That is the power of the universe at work through death to end the power of the Ten of Swords. So, tearing down the wall of the Nine of Swords, death through the power of justice is bringing a complete transformation into our lives. And we don't need to be worried. We don't need to be flipping out. We need to sit in introspection. We need to wait. Well, I can hear all of you asking, well, Chris, how long do we have to wait? I mean, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, you know what? The farmer that went into the garden and pulled on the corn to make it grow faster killed the whole garden. We can't force the energy of the universe. We can sit, we can pray, we can heal in the power of the hermit, and we can know that we are headed through our queen to the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. We don't need to be worried. We don't need to be angry. We don't need to be freaking out. We just need to be still. We just need to be still. In loving light, we're going to head home. We're going to head home. All right. Now today, I'm going to draw a soul card. And I'm going to sit with all of you, our loving family, and ask Spirit, what do we need to know about these changes? What do we need to understand, Spirit, about what's going on? What is our soul's message for today? The Spirit is saying 5. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and there's 5. Spirit is saying 11. This is so sweet. The 4 of Wands is heralding our sun. Heralding our sun coming in. The door is open, Soul Tribe. The Queen of Pentacles is headed our way. We're headed home. We're headed to the Ace of Cups. And our 4 of Wands is showing us. Right here, I want to show you something. This beautiful little unicorn's heart has been healed. She's ready to move on. She's ready to move out into the world and take her beautiful love and her beautiful heart back out into the world and begin again. This is the doorway leading us home. This is a beautiful, powerful card of healing and affirmation for us. This is Spirit's message. I'm opening the door. Don't worry. You're headed home. You're headed into a new day. a new sunrise, a new beginning, a new life. I know you're tired, I know you're weary, but I want you to understand something, little unicorn. You're not alone. Your whole family's there with you. All of those that love you are surrounding you, supporting you, and helping you to move on. You're not alone on this journey, so don't be afraid. The Four of Wands is opening the door, and you're headed into the sun. You're headed into the sun. Now, let's go to the Gilded Tarot and see what our soul's message is for these cards. And Spirit is saying 4, and there's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3, and there's 4. And just that fast, I got a number, 8. Powerful. The 5 of Pentacles has come to confirm the Wheel of Fortune is on its way. Right there, Soul Tribe, is the Wheel of Fortune. We're gathering our resources together. But I want you to look at something. Notice right there at the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune is the Ace of Pentacles glowing. Our Queen is opening that door and letting that energy flow through. That power is flooding into the Wheel of Fortune, which we received yesterday. It's coming in right there. Right there it's coming in. And we're going to have a reason to celebrate. We're going to have a reason very soon to celebrate. That power and that energy is flowing in to that Ace of Pentacles. That is the same Ace of Pentacles that our Queen is holding. Right there. She is bringing it in. Let's go to the Divine Tarot and see what our soul's message in these cards are. Now that's interesting. Spirit's telling me not to shuffle. Okay. I'm getting 13. As I hold my breath. Wow. Now this is going to knock your socks off. Remember our previous cards before, the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the energy of the Lovers, the power and the energy of the Lovers. The Queen, the King of Cups is coming to affirm right there that we're being healed. He's bringing in this beautiful power right there in his hands of the Ace of Cups. Right there, he's holding on to it. And he's presenting it to us as a gift. He's showing us the Ace of Cups is coming in. And he is a very powerful warrior who's bringing it in. He's bringing that power of abundance. But I want you to notice something. There's 2 seahorses. 1, 2. The Lovers. Right there. The energy of balance and harmony. 2. 2 of Cups. The Lovers. And there they are again. And he's bringing them in with the Ace of Cups. Now, let's go to the Divine Tarot. The Divine Circle Tarot. Sacred Circle Tarot. Sorry. Sacred Circle Tarot. I'm stumbling over my words. Spirit is saying 4. And 4. Spirit is saying 13. Wow. Okay. Our Page of Wands is bringing the Ace of Wands, which is the power and the energy and creative inspiration of the magician, because there's our dragonfly right there, bringing in the power and the energy of the magician. But there is the fire of Leo right there at his knee, and that wand is glowing. There's another dragonfly behind his head. 1, 2, the power of the lovers coming back in. Right there, balance and harmony. Bringing that power in, bringing that energy in. This is a creative card. A very powerful energy is being formed, and the Ace of Wands is bringing it in, bringing that power in. But let's move on to the Druids and see what our Druids have to say. Spirit is saying split the deck in half, and from the second deck, this deck, draw the 11th card. Woo! Okay, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups coming in with our King of Cups. Look beside his leg. Ace of Cups right there. Our King is bringing us into the 7 of Cups. He's presenting the Ace of Cups to us in this card. He's bringing it in, and we, in the position of the Hermit, are resting. While this is being fulfilled, we're resting. We're holding on. From our journey, the Knight of Cups, we're coming into the Ace of Cups, and we're about to be able to sit and reflect and rest on the Ace of Cups, which is right there, coming in, coming in. Now let's see what our crows want to tell us about our beautiful 7 of Cups and King of Cups. Spirit is saying, draw $17. Okay. As we hold our breath. Wow. Well, Soul Tribe, we are climbing the ladder. We are leaving the Hermit. We're climbing up these swords ever so patiently. We're climbing up these swords, and we're headed home. We're headed home. Our little crow in stasis mode, our little hermit, is getting ready to climb, because our King of Cups says it's time. It's time to come into the power of the Ace of Cups. And our Prince of Wands, our Page of Wands, who is a prince, is bringing in the power of Leo to burn this nonsense away. This is a ladder, Soul Tribe. This is a ladder. But Spirit is saying, be careful. Be very careful how you climb. Take your time and be patient. And within the power of the Hermit, know that the Ace of Cups is right there, waiting for you at the top. Right there, the cage door is open. Okay? We're coming into a place of safety. That's what this cage represents. A safe place for us to be protected in the power of the Seven of Cups. Now, I find it interesting that the King of Cups came with the Seven of Cups, and that the Five of Pentacles came with the Four of Wands, which came with the Page of Wands. So this is very, very connected. But I want you to focus on one thing, the Ace of Pentacles, which our Queen has promised us. That's all we need to be worried about. This is about to be over. And I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on that card, because I could go for days, and Spirit said, nope, you're done. So we are. Now, I am going to send a message out into the universe. Is there anyone out there who's listening who needs a question answered? And give me a minute. Let me sit with this for a moment. I'm not connected to anyone, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not connected to anyone. So I suppose the answer is no. I'm not supposed to reach out to anyone, and that's okay. But as always, what I would like to do is encourage you. I'm sorry. Is there anyone who has a question, Spirit? Someone, anyone who needs help? Okay, Spirit is saying draw the 13th card out of this deck. Wow. Okay, dear soul, whoever you are, you receive the Hermit again. And I feel like what Spirit is telling me for you is that you are in a process of being the Hermit. You're in a process of stasis. You're in a process of waiting. You're in a process of not understanding or not knowing what the future holds for you, what it is all about for you. You're not supposed to know right now. Now, that statement in and of itself seems to be a little unfair. But the reason that you're not supposed to know is because, you would be so preoccupied with that knowledge, you wouldn't be in the energy of healing, which is very necessary for you right now. But I promise you, dear soul, whoever you are, you're getting ready to move. I want you to notice something. These geese are getting ready to fly. They're spreading their wings and they're moving on. Through this portal, you are about to have a door opened for you. And you are about to leave the energy of the Hermit and move forward. Something very powerful is headed toward you through that door, because the sun is rising in this card. on a new day for you. Now, Spirit is saying, go to the Divine Tarot and draw the 9th card. Spirit is saying, shuffle 3 times and draw the 9th card. Wow. Now, if this don't knock your socks off, dear soul, I don't know what will. The Ace of Pentacles is coming through for you. The King of Pentacles is presenting himself to you as a helper, as a prayer answered. This is a very powerful individual that is coming into your life to help you to move forward. He is presenting all of the authority of the universe to you. And I want you to notice something. 1, 2 columns. The power and the energy of justice. He is bringing it in. With his energy and with his authority, he's helping you leave the stasis and the waiting game of the hermit. He is moving you through it, and he is bringing the divine balance of justice. 1 and 2, right there, 2 pentacles, bringing balance and harmony into your life. And right there between them is the power of the sacred sigil of prosperity, the pyramid. That energy is not pointing up, it's pointing down. It's flowing into your life. And this king is bringing it. He's bringing it in. He is a very, very powerful mover and shaker. He has all of the authority of the universe behind him. And he does not play games. He is bringing it in. Now, Grandmother is saying to go to the Gilded Tarot, split the deck in half, and from the first deck, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. From the second deck, draw the 11th card. Now, I tell you what, dear soul, whoever you are, my loving brother or sister, 10 of Pentacles is headed to you, and your King of Pentacles is bringing it. Your chest is about to be filled up with abundance. You have suffered enough. You have gone without the things you need long enough. You have prayed, you have cried, you have waited, you have worked your fanny off to move past the hermit, and you are. And your king is bringing it to you right there, the 10 of Pentacles, coming in to fill your treasure chest. You are about to have all of your needs met. Now I want to point something out to you, and I want you to look at this. Right here at the top of this chest is the sun. Right there, carved into that wood, is the power and the energy of the sun, bringing in the 10 of Pentacles for you. Bringing it in. It's on every single aspect. And Spirit's message to you is, you see that little turtle right there? Things are not going to be moving at a turtle's pace. They're going to be moving quickly for you. That turtle is right there. And There is a little monkey sitting right there beside that treasure chest, holding his hand out. You're about to receive that gift in your hands. Now, I'm not calling you a monkey. I'm saying that this little monkey is receiving, because the power of the energy of that snail's pace that the turtle was on. Okay? But here's another message for you about the turtle. Because you were persistent, because you did not rush forward, dear soul, because you did not go out there and set the world on fire, the Ten of Pentacles is coming for you. Because you were patient and you waited. In the power of the Hermit, you were willing to wait. And the King is bringing this to you. Bringing it to you. Now, this was the Divine Tarot. This was the Gilded Tarot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Sacred Circle Tarot and see what further message Spirit has for you about your 10 of Pentacles. I mean, I could stop right here and I would be happy. But Grandmother's saying no. Shuffle 3 times. And she's saying draw the 5th card. All right, dear soul, this is going to blow you right out of the chair. You're on a chariot. You're moving forward. You're moving into the 10 of Pentacles. And if this is not a physical move for you, it's a spiritual move. But it's a move one way or the other. You are headed to a future that you are not going to believe right here in the 10 of Pentacles. You are headed home. You are on your chariot and you are moving forward. This energy is being brought in by the King. Your King is opening that door for this to flow into your life. And you are moving toward it on your chariot. And you are moving fast. You are not, this is not a healthy trot. This is a full sprint forward. You're moving on. You're moving on to the 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you are. But let's go to the Druids and see what they have to say. And Grandmother is saying draw the 13th card, don't shuffle. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness. Well, you got a whole lot of stuff going on in this card, and it's going to blow your mind. The Ferret. There's your Ace of Cups right there. There's your rainbow right there of your new day. This is what you're headed toward on your chariot. You're headed into this future. The power and the energy of the magician. This is a very powerful figure. But I want to point something out to you. This is the power and the energy of the King of Pentacles, which is changing your environment to this. To this. You see that rainbow, dear soul? You're standing on that hill, receiving everything you need. Right there. Right there. Spirit is working on your behalf. Right there. And I want to point something out to you. On this little medallion, you can barely see it. I can see it because I'm close to the card. On this little medallion is the Ace of Pentacles carved into the stone. Right there. Bringing in the 10 of Pentacles through the power of the King of Pentacles. This magic is being done on your behalf for you to receive that beautiful rainbow. It's coming. It's on its way. But let's see what the crows have to say to you. Grandmother is saying 11. 1, 2, 3, and I can feel you wherever you are holding your breath. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And she's telling me to draw the first card. Wow. King of Wands. Right there, the power of Leo bringing in the sun for you. Right there, this wand is blooming. Your stasis of the hermit is right there in that little chameleon, that little lizard. You're waking up from a long dream. You're waking up to the dawning of a new day in the power of the sun and Leo. You're bringing that energy and that power. The universe is bringing it in, because right there is the symbol of infinity, which is bringing that power, flowing it through that wand into your life and bringing in the Ten of Pentacles for you. The power of Leo, the lion, is not playing. This is not a game for him. He is a very regal and a very powerful figure that is coming into your life as the King of Pentacles. This is his energy and his power, bringing in the fire of Leo, bringing in the prosperity and the abundance. You are being crowned with a new energy in the dawning of a new day. You don't have anything to worry about. Whatever it is that you've been waiting for, it's on its way. It is on its way in the Ten of Pentacles. Security, stability, and strength. That is what is in this card. And your heart is being healed with the blooming of this rose. Your beautiful heart, dear soul, is being healed. Is being healed. Now, Grandmother is saying to me, give me a moment, because this is important. She's telling me to go back to the Shadowscapes Tarot, because there's something you need to know. There's something you need to know. And she's telling me to draw the 7th card. 7, again, 7. She's telling me not to shuffle. This makes total sense. The 4 of Swords, an aspect of justice, coming in to right the wrongs of a history that you are leaving behind. She is bringing the Ace of Swords to you and telling you that whatever happened to you, what was done to you, what was done in your life, the injustices that happened in your life are being righted by the power of the 4 of Swords. And crowning you is the sun in rebirth, the sacred spiral of energy, bringing in the power and the energy of a new day for you. But I want to point something out to you. Right here is one beautiful lotus. That is the awareness and the understanding that the universe is giving you, that you are moving forward. This portal and this door in the Four of Swords is opening. But I want to point something out to you. You've laid down some burdens. You've released some swords. Those swords are behind you, and you are holding the Ace of Swords in your hand. You took a very painful history, a very painful past, and you changed it. You transformed it with the power of the Ace of Swords. The Four of Swords is affirming that you, dear soul, have done the work. You have laid the foundation for the Ten of Pentacles to arrive. You're in a safe place. You're in a good place. But you're also moving through some very, very painful, very serious energy. But you are moving because the Chariot says you are. So, in this beautiful card, there are two things I want you to see. Right here on our maiden's robe. Look at it. You see it? It is a very powerful and very beautiful swan being reborn. I see a swan. I see a swan. But that may not be what you see, but that's what Spirit is showing me. It could be a dove, it could be a swan, it could be whatever. Whatever it is to you, it's transforming you. It's changing you through the power of this beautiful card. You're coming into a place of healing and of light and of strength and of power. So, I want to leave you for today with this beautiful card. This is your gift from the universe, right here. And I want you to grab onto this. I want you to hold on to this. And I want you to meditate on this, because this is coming for you. This is coming for you. As always, Soul Tribe, I want to encourage you all to choose a personal number. And if you don't choose to choose a number, you are welcome to ask a question, a personal question, a life question, whatever kind of question you want to ask. And I will address it in the cards. I want to thank you for joining us. I want to send my love and my hope and my joy to you all. And I want to wish you a beautiful day.